Hello, it's Bob from Up Trail 71, and welcome to another live stream. My special guest today, or this evening, I should say, is Frozen, Jason from Outdoor Adventures.
Hey everybody, Bob, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. It's always fun to talk about backpacking.
Oh, yes. We already got Carlson Adventures jumped on for a comment. Hey,
What's up,
Bob. Hey,
man?
Frozen.
How you doing, Bob or Carlson?
Yeah, my drink's my water again.
Yeah, I'm on holiday break as of 5 p.m. today, man.
Oh,
We
that's
had
gonna
that
feel.
we had that I don't know if you've heard of that Java exploit that all the IT professionals are working on the past couple weeks, but it's been a hell of a couple weeks patching that thing.
And if there's anybody in the chat or watching this that doesn't know Jason from Outdoor Adventures, he lives in Pennsylvania, and he just recently hiked the Appalachian Trail. Was it 2019?
Yeah, recently. I wish it was
Yes.
recently, man.
Yeah, the time flies.
It really does. It definitely doesn't feel like 2 years on that one.
But when you first started out, when did you first start around 2013 or something like that, making videos?
Yeah, it sounds 2014 maybe. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, because I remember finding your channel basically right away when I first started searching for backpacking videos. Syntax was the first one I found, and
Yep, me too.
Shug. And I think about the
Yep.
third or fourth one was your channel, and I've been
Outdoor Gear
following.
Review. Shout out to Luke.
Yeah.
You ever watch him?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Not a whole lot, but
not a whole lot anymore for me, but his like hour-long overnights, they were pretty fun to watch. Especially when you're just getting started and people are going through it real slow and kind of getting everybody on board. You know what I mean?
right.
Mischief's on the trail here.
Just
What's up,
trying to get.
Chief?
I was all
He
going.
just got done doing a long hike, man. Did you follow him?
Ah, I'm trying to think.
He
I
did
recognize the name.
he did Foothills, BMT.
Okay.
There was a couple trails that he mixed together. I forget how it was like. What was it, Chief? 800 miles or something crazy.
Oh,
And he's planning the next section of his AT hike coming up.
I know
Been
I've seen
following
his.
him.
I know I've seen his videos. Now, if I go look at his channel, I'll be like, oh yes. There's so many channels I follow.
He's a double amputee. If that rings a
Okay.
bell.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. I know who he is now.
yeah.
You got Brenda. She's on. I comment
Comments and section and a
section
black
and back
screen. Uh
screen.
oh.
Uh oh. I'm not sure. I found Frozen's channel when researching the Smokies. I'm trying to think. I think Syntax is the first video I ever seen of the Smokies. I remember
Yeah.
Back then, you couldn't even find videos.
No. Now you can't get away from them. Everybody's doing
Right,
it. Yeah.
right.
It's hard to go in the woods and see someone not filming themselves these
I
days.
know. Now, how often do you get recognized on a trail when you go
Uh,
backpacking?
Recently, like this past year, it's been a lot. It's definitely
Yeah,
kicked up since the AT. I felt if I'm doing like a Pennsylvania trail, it's almost a certain thing. I'll have a conversation with somebody that's watched I watched your raccoon, or you know what I mean.
right,
Um, but whenever I go like anywhere else, it's hit or miss. So
right.
yeah,
Yeah, for myself, it's Michigan. Anything Michigan, every trip. At Manistee River Trail, I did that a
pictured
couple of
rocks. Yeah.
Pictured Rocks. Yeah,
Uh
last
huh.
trip, two or three people recognized me there. But down at Manistee River Trail, I think there's like 8 people, 8 different ones that recognized me.
Wow.
And I only got a small channel. I know, I don't really make gear review videos. I think that hurts a little, because mostly just trip videos.
Hey, as long as you're having fun with it,
Right.
that's the whole point of the channel.
And live streams are fun because that's why.
Yeah, for sure. I love joining these.
Right. I did a few, in the past, a few years ago. And if you watch my streams before, I mentioned Syntax was actually one that suggested, hey, why don't you try it someday?
Yeah.
He says, I'll jump on one of your streams. That was like 4 years ago, though.
Right. Yeah.
Of course, now he's a lot bigger.
Did you ever have him on?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't reached out to him yet. So,
I'll tell you what, I would love to hike with that dude. We
yeah,
like
I know.
I mean, I think a lot of us not grew up but got experience watching him over the past
Right,
few years, several years, not even few anymore. I think
right,
he's just up and he's in everybody's, subscriptions.
right. I remember when I first was found his channel, is actually looking at guns, about guns, because that's
Yeah.
all he had was gun stuff. And
Right.
then he happened to have this one video he had just released, and that was that White Mountains one. That first
Right.
one, he had the large
Yeah.
packs, and then his video quality went amazing after that.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, we got foothills. Okay, I'm familiar with that area.
Foothills, south in North Carolina.
Okay, that's right.
That's a good trail.
Right.
Did that with the some of the Tramley people a year or so
Oh,
ago.
that's right. I do remember seeing that video.
It was like 70, 62, 82, somewhere around there, 60 to 80 miles.
Right.
It was a blast.
You had most of your family with, right?
We had Murica, we
Yeah.
had Ray RD, and we had a dude that went Sobo. We met on Joe Mary Road toward the 100-mile wilderness end that joined us on there. Hey, if you want training practice for the AT, the Foothills Trail is
I bet that would be.
literally the AT. It
And
has some of the same terrains that you'd find on the AT.
the only problem for us is that's a
Getting there.
long
Oh,
ways.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, just the Smoky Mountains is 1,000 miles for us.
Yeah.
So,
I go Foothills before Smokies. I had a lot of fun on there.
oh, that was our Smoky Mountain trip we went on this year. We drove 1,000 miles to Smoky Mountains
Yeah.
last April for an overnight trip.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah.
But he had such a long winter up here. I mean, right now outside here is 7 degrees out. So it's chilly.
Yeah. What is it there? What'd you say?
It's 7 above.
7
Yeah.
degrees. Wow.
Right.
It's 30 here.
That'd be warm. I
Yeah.
think our high today was 17.
Ugh. Yeah, no thanks.
Foothills Trail is amazing. Done it 2 times this year. Mr. Brown Trail did that. I know that
Barton Trail.
I always looked at my training areas of Porcupine Mountains in our area here.
Mhm.
It gives you good little workouts, especially if you know where you want to hike it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I gotta
good
get up there at some point. I keep saying that, but then it's always the next year. I'm
It's a
trying to get
long
out
drive.
west for a couple years too.
Right. I'm sure that's going to be more on your list than going up there.
Yeah, use the tent.
We did the Bighorn Mountains. Don't know if you remember that trip we did in Wyoming.
Mm-mm.
That was probably 5-6 years ago.
Wow.
I loved it. There's less people there, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful area. 100% worth it. That's the main reason why we picked that area was a lot less people.
Wyoming.
It's before Yellowstone and all that.
My dad's been bugging me to go out to Grand Canyon. I'm thinking it actually might happen next year, but we'll see.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a good workout.
It's one of his bucket list items. He says. I was like,
Right.
let's go. Let's get on a plane and go, man.
You could fly out to Vegas, and then you could take a rental car out there.
Yeah.
I think it's not that far, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, good training for AT. Porcupines are awesome. It's an awesome area for people who live in the Midwest. The Porcupine Mountains up here. Now, when you did your Superior Hiking Trail hike, what year was that? 2017?
Ooh,
I think-
no, it was before that. No, maybe you're right. I think it was 2017 actually. Yeah, in the fall, summer fall.
Right, because I remember it's before we had the meetup. That's 2018. I was kind of looking back at my video. So yeah, it must have been 2017.
Yeah, it was like September. Because I remember it being pretty cold. It got pretty low for our 3-season stuff almost every night.
Right.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm getting this confused. No, maybe that's the foothills. I remember it actually being pretty hot because we brought 40s and it was at 60 degrees most nights.
Right.
That's right. And it was hot. And I was like, wow, I can't sleep in this sweaty top quotes.
I don't know how many times I watched that video of yours. Because when I was preparing for my hike, the best information I could find was just watching your videos.
And I got mine from Frankie, so I was the best of both worlds, I'm guessing.
Then you had
Miss
some,
Frankie. I wish
Yeah.
he'd come back out with some more stuff. He was really fun to watch.
right? He had some really good videos.
Yeah,
I mean, he made a handful of videos, and that was it.
that was it. he lost his cousin or something
Oh.
on the SHT, and he didn't find him till like the next day or something.
Now, how many days were you on the trail? Do you remember, like 2 weeks or was it more?
Yeah, it
Or,
was 2 weeks.
right, you did a little more than I did though. I think you.
Yeah, well, the after that one state park, it got real muddy and not as scenic, and I probably
Right.
should have called it right after that. I think it was called Gooseberry Falls State Park.
Yes.
Right
Right.
after that, it's like you may as well just wrap it up because then you're starting to get into the private lands, and people always
Right.
say that, well, you didn't really through hike. I was like, well, yeah, I know I section hiked, but I through hiked the best parts of the
Right.
SHT. You know what I mean? I'm sure
Right.
you
No,
agree after doing it yourself.
yes. Yeah. You told me to stop somewhere around there. I went to a little further. I'm trying to remember. Castle Danger, I think it was called. I believe that's where I ended. It's
Yeah,
199 miles total from the
yeah.
north point to there.
I think I did 240, maybe a little bit less than that. The whole
There's a
thing's
hundred.
what, 310, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did 199 miles, but then there was a wrong turn I made. It
Yeah,
was
and you walked. Was it right at the beginning? The first
yes.
couple days? Yeah. I think
I
everybody did that. Well, that arrow is misleading because
it
it
is.
shows you, and then it's right below it. You know.
Yeah, I think it ended at 2.6. I walked all the way to that road too, and I'm looking at that. I said, "This is not right."
Yeah.
It's 2.6 miles to that road, so it's actually 5.2 miles wasted.
There was something similar to that where it had the where to go and then the arrow on the one side, and then right
Right.
below it was an arrow going the other way. It was up in the White Mountains right before Mount Washington, I think.
Oh.
And my whole tramley took the wrong turn. And
Oh.
they caught me as I was coming back. I was walking back about a mile, and I was like, "You guys are going the wrong way." He's like, "What do you mean we're going the wrong way?" I'm like, "Yeah, look at the sign. As soon as we pass it, you're gonna see about a quarter mile from now. It's gonna point the other way."
I actually had my GPS fail me on that trip. I don't know if you remember the
The
video.
spot?
But yeah, all my maps didn't come up. It showed where if I was going north and south, but my maps would not come up. I don't know what happened, but I lost my map. I ended up getting
Was it the spot device, or was it a Garmin,
the
or
no, I just on a cell phone here.
oh,
What's that one called?
like Gaia or
Gaia. I
V
think that's
Ranger
the
or
one I
whatever it
got.
is?
I was
That's
trying
weird.
to. Yeah. Anyway, I lost my map, and I ended up getting it later on. But if I didn't have that happen,
Yeah. Did you get the waypoints beforehand?
no, I didn't.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the waypoints, man.
Yeah, just
That way, even if your map disappears, you still have a line that you can follow. You know what I mean?
yeah. I had all those Superior hiking trail maps I ordered, so that was.
Those were such a waste of time. I did. We ended up using the GPS thing that we found on some random trail runner site. We
uh,
just sucked it into whatever it
right.
was. Yeah.
I suppose I should go through some comments. Frozen, have you ever thought of hiking the Vermont Long Trail?
I have a part of it done from hiking the AT, and the part on the AT I didn't enjoy, but I hear it. Keep in mind we did it in the middle of mosquito season too, so it was
That
biting
makes a difference.
flies, black flies, and all them. Um, so I think I have like 180, 200 miles left, something of that. I plan on finishing at some point. Just yeah, it's low on my list just because of my experience with it in the
Right.
spring. I'm probably a little biased on that just based on my experience though.
Right. Those mosquitoes can make you think twice.
It's They were lining up for dinner every night or breakfast in the morning. I mean, just lining up on. You could see them on your on the hammock zipper. It's terrible.
uh,
You couldn't stop for lunch. You couldn't do anything. You just had to keep going.
yeah, I've been through that already. Porcupine Mountain, sometimes you get horrible mosquitoes, and then other times, nothing.
Yeah.
It all depends on weather, humidity, all that kind of stuff. If it's windy, that helps. And
Oh
back
yeah.
back to Superior Hiking Trail. Is that what kind of gave you the idea to do the Appalachian Trail?
Yeah, that was my almost like a test to see if I liked longer distance hiking because from that point my biggest trail I think was like 85 miles. So adding
Right,
another 115 onto that was pretty big for me, you know.
right,
Um, and I loved every second. It's just I had to really figure out how to get my like my sleeping skills down better. I was laying awake a lot because I was so hot. I was like, what the heck can I
Oh,
even do to fix that? Like, there's not much. You just hike in colder weather, I guess. That's about all you can do.
right. I did my hike. I think it was May 19th. I started, and it still was a little snow up there in North End. I
Yeah, I
thought
saw
that,
you with your coat hiking the first couple days.
to me
I
that was
remember that video.
the perfect weather that was, and the water is a lot higher. It's really neat with the
Yeah,
rapids and that. I picked a perfect time of year actually.
it's such a beautiful trail, man. I would do that trail in a heartbeat again.
I know I'd love to do it again. I catch
What'd you
up with
think of
some.
that one? What'd you think of that one rock section where it was literally like this, and then the trail's like right below, and you have to like jump down?
Oh,
It's
that's
right
kind of
on the
neat.
first day, or maybe
Right,
the second day.
that's easy. I thought it was neat.
Okay. Well, for us, well, how tall are you? You're taller. You're way taller than I am.
Well, almost 6 feet.
Okay, yeah, I'm 5'6", 5'5", and at night when I go to bed. But yeah, it was a rough jump down there for me.
The other guys with me went around. He found a way to go around it.
Oh, really? Huh.
Then I was hiking. Another guy, he recognized me from my channel. I think his name is Laker or something like that. His
Hmm.
trail name. But he was supposed to hike the Appalachian Trail in 2020. I haven't heard
Cool.
from him, but of course that was
Ugh.
COVID year, so it's hard to say what he did.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure they all got off. You couldn't get anywhere.
Right. Okay. What does Frozen think about carrying chairs? I know that answer.
Yeah, I'm not. I hate. I don't do chairs.
I can't. I just can't
I
force
just.
myself
Mm-mm.
to. Now I did buy a tent for this year.
What'd you
Just
get?
to. It's a heavier one. I got it on Black Friday sale for like $140. It's a Marmot. Now it's about a 5 pound tent, but we don't care about that. It's the 2 person. It's to train to get ready for a future hike.
Yeah,
Now when the time comes, we're gonna get Z packs or whatever one will
yeah.
be
Wait to get a
ultralight.
good your good tent or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just good. It took me forever to set that tent up. I haven't set up a tent, and I'm not a tent person.
No, me either. Well, I wasn't. I was on.
I,
Go ahead.
it just took me forever. But we used tents a lot in the past. But after so many years of a hammock, it's hard to get back into a tent. But
Yeah,
for us to hike a long distance hike, we want to use a tent rather than hammocks.
I think it's easier packing up. You know what I mean? In the morning,
Right.
you
As
just
much
take
as
the
I want.
stakes out.
Right.
You
And
know.
as much as I want to do the Appalachian Trail, we may not do that. We may end up going on a PCT.
Well, I'm going in a couple years if you want to come along.
Yeah, I'm looking at 2028, so it's going to be a
Oh yeah,
while.
yeah. I got to get it done before that. I might not be able to do it.
My, I got to catch up on a few comments. I'm way behind here. Both come to Arizona, hike the Superstitions. Oh, that's a cool area.
Hmm.
I've seen a lot of videos from there.
Yeah. AZT too. I want to do.
There's I met this young, I shouldn't say, she's younger than me, on a spear hiking trail. And she says, "My mother loves Frozen."
Oh really?
Yeah,
The
and
mother? Wait a minute.
I ended up meeting her mother. Well, her mother is supposed to hike the Appalachian Trail, so
Oh,
she's
okay.
just completely into all that.
Uh,
She watches you all the time. I can't remember her name.
I never know how to react when I meet somebody that recognizes me because I don't know anything about them. I don't know their name. I don't really
I
know
know what you
anything,
mean.
and I just they're looking at me like I'm some. I feel like they're looking at me like a celebrity, but I'm just some random dude that posts their videos online. I
Right.
don't know any better. I mean, I do a lot of gear testing. I really enjoy it. Is why you know what I mean. But I just don't. I don't know. I
That's where
love when
you.
people say hi
Yeah,
though,
that's where you
because
stand.
usually they tell me like, "Hey, I saw you like a week ago," and I'm like, "Why didn't you say hi?" I was like, "Oh, I don't want to bother you. You're not bothering me. Just come up and say hi."
Right.
you know?
Did you see Shug's video not too long ago? He saw somebody's on their vehicle had a Shug sticker at the trailhead.
I did. I saw
He
that.
said that's. He says you don't know how to react to that.
Right.
Where's
Yeah.
Shug? He's so funny, that guy.
I bet he gets that everywhere.
He did watch
He's,
my. He watched my Spear Hiking Trail video, the whole
he
series.
commented.
Yes, and he wants to do that same hike. I don't know when he's gonna do it, but he wants to.
Nice. Maybe I
So
can catch him. love to hike with or camp with him
Oh,
too.
I know.
But he's such a character.
Oh gosh, I've been watching so long. You know, the first time I watched Shug, I did. I started watching him. I said, "This guy is just crazy." I shut it off,
I did too.
and I
The
ended up
hammock
watching.
series.
I don't remember. This is way back. He hot. All I remember is he jumped in a hammock and flipped out and fell on the ground, and he's all goofy. And I thought, "Oh, this guy's crazy."
Yeah,
And I ended up watching him shortly after that, and been hooked on him ever since.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Brenda loved to hike in Arizona. Do you know anybody from Arizona? I can't even think of anyone.
Mm-mm.
It's underrated. It probably is. Your thoughts on Colorado Trail? There you go.
My thoughts?
Yeah,
I want to do it.
I think you'd like to do all those trails.
Yeah, it's just when can I get on a plane and just go for that long?
Yeah,
Um, that might be on the bucket list before the PCT. Like, use it as a
that.
training hike.
How far
You
is
know,
that trail?
200, and it's
Okay,
doable in a couple weeks at least.
right. That's what I thought. Now
Especially
that.
watching like Shill Brother. I don't, you follow Shill Brothers?
Oh yes.
So
Yeah, I'll have to
they
get him.
they are always them and Bryce. They go out and they don't even invite me. They do. They do. I turned them down. I couldn't go. But
Yeah.
I get really jealous that they're seeing all them crazy views out there, and
Oh, isn't
it
it
just looks
something?
amazing.
Yeah, and I think one of them. Where'd they go just last summer? Washington or something? Oregon?
Something like that. Yeah, they're
Somewhere
all
out
over the
there.
place.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe you should go Australia.
What's the best way to message and say hi to you? There's the email address.
It's on your channel, right? Email
Yeah,
address? Yeah,
it's in the description.
right. I think.
Usually it tells the Chinese companies not to send me products, but
Right.
nice.
Michael, inspired to hike the AT in 25,
25.
PCT in 27,
Wow.
and I should be about 28. I had a weirdest injury that happened this year. My last trip was a small. We relived the trip at Pictured Rocks, and that's a place you should never get an injury because it's so easy hiking there. About a mile and a half to the trailhead, I pulled a tendon into my foot. This is
Oh,
in.
bottom.
Yeah, and it's
Ugh,
still to this day. I mean, it's 2 months later, still sore. It's healing, but it's
you
your
pulled a
foot.
tendon.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it.
God, dude.
No idea. I've
You
never
got to
done
get
it.
one of them little massage ball things that I carry.
Yeah, I
They have
know.
like the
It's
cork ones are like super popular right now.
yeah, all
I was
weird
thinking about
things.
getting one, but I already have one, like a blue one, but it's plastic.
Yeah, I was limping around for about 2 weeks after that. My foot's still actually a little swollen in that area. So
Probably
that's
got
one
scar
thing.
tissue on it or something. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a
Probably.
doctor. I've
No, I'm not either.
get one of them balls though, man.
Yeah, it
They're
does
like a
help,
couple
eh?
bucks. Hmm.
Yeah, that's right. It's pure hiking trail. You had something happen on, what was it, your knee?
Yeah, IT band stuff, but that got
IT band.
resolved thankfully.
Right,
The first day was rough, but I
right.
stretched it out. Yeah.
And you didn't have any issues on AT with it, right? No.
Um, no, but I just had a slew of other issues, so it really didn't matter.
Right.
I had a whole bunch of knee problems. Everybody did. It's not just me. Everybody did.
Right. That's a lot of miles. So. Okay, Michael. Is there? I think we already did that one.
Yeah, Frozen's Outdoor Adventures at Gmail.
Potawatomi Trail in a couple of weeks. Josh is doing that's up here. That's in Lower Michigan, or no, is
Potawatomi.
it Upper Michigan? I'm not sure where it is. I think it's Lower
Huh.
Michigan. It's in Michigan anyway. I haven't been there, as you can tell. Hikes planned for 2022.
So 2022 is going to be a very interesting year, and I'll let everybody know of why that's a thing probably in the next month or so. Um, just want to make sure we can tell everybody the news. But the main trip that I want to do is a loop in Maine. I said I wanted to go back on the AT when I'm full strength. I definitely want to see it again. And then the Pemi Loop. So I only got 2 trips planned for next year. Not saying that that's going to be all I have going on, but time will tell. There's some big news coming out.
Yeah. In Michigan. I gotta get you up here to Michigan.
Yeah, I got to get up there. I got to go back to
You know,
Minnesota too.
I almost talked Syntax into coming up here. Him and Mike were gonna do a winter trip up at Pictured Rocks, but then
Oh my God.
we were messaging. That's back when you could still private message, on YouTube. They
Yeah.
eliminated that a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But we're talking back and forth, and trying to plan something. But then he was talking about the whites possibly or doing that, and I said, yeah, you probably like enjoy the whites more actually, because Pictured Rocks you're kind of limited for winter what you can do, and if snow becomes a problem, most of the roads are closed.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why actually he decided
Is it still busy there in the winter? Because I know in the 3 season weather, it's like you can forget about it.
Not so much for backpacking, but
Okay.
they do a lot of ice climbing. Where the waterfalls are in that, you get ice climbers. That is extremely
Oh
popular.
man, that sounds scary.
Right, it'd be anywhere from 60 to 100-foot cliffs they climb.
Oh
So
jeez. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know.
I don't have the strength in my forearms to do that stuff.
No, I'd never make it. The hiking guy says, "What's up, Bob?"
Hey, hiking guy.
He's from Indiana. I've been sub to him for a real long time. Carlson. Oh, he just said hi to hiking guy. I like to let everybody see what comes. Everybody likes to see their comments up on the screen. So
yeah,
Hooks and Hammocks. They're from Indiana.
Hooks
So
and
welcome.
Hammocks. I haven't heard of them.
Oh yeah, here we go. There's Devin.
Yeah, Devin's
Devin.
here. What's up, Devin? I got to get with him at some point too.
Right.
He needs to take me in the canyons.
He's down in Utah there. Oh, here we go. The Potawatomi Trail is in the Lower Peninsula. Hiking guy. Everybody knows Devin.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get somebody. Drew says, "Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show." Okay, now
Devin, I'm so glad your daughter enjoyed her first hike, man. I commented on you, but I never go back to check to see if you say anything because I don't know how to get notified on that. But I'm so glad she enjoyed her first trip, dude.
Now, your PCT hike is gonna be when 2024?
Yeah, sometime in May of 2024. You got to get lucky with the lottery though, and I haven't researched too much of it. Like my worst fear, I think, is to have the time off work, or not the time off work, to quit my job and then like not get my permit. Like that's scares me to no end. Because then what do? I just
right.
It's not like I can wait another year unemployed,
Yeah. Then you have to have a backup plan of another trail, I guess.
Well, me and Marika from the AT, he's gonna come with me, and I think that's satisfying both of our wives' nerves. You know what I mean? Because that's PCT is a little bit more scary than the AT. You know what I mean? AT, you got a road crossing every 8 miles. PCT, you're crossing some pretty dangerous terrain.
Right.
So maybe we jump on the CDT if we can't get our PCT permits. I don't know. I'd rather do the PCT though, but we're gonna do something in 2024.
Right. Darwin did that Continental Divide Trail just not that long ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think
I got to catch up on him. I'm still way, way behind.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's about the same length, right?
Yeah, around 26. I think CDT is 28, maybe. I don't know.
Could be.
I haven't done any research on CDT.
No.
I'll have to start just in case we have to roll over there.
Right. Could be a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Logistically, for sure.
Hi, guys.
Erie, that's right around my neighborhood.
Yeah, not too far from you.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I
haven't had a beer in forever. Tastes so good.
I haven't had a beer in many years. I don't drink beer anymore.
I haven't done much either. I've had this case in there since April, I think. Save it for the Penguins games. Yeah.
We'll have some mixed drinks once in a while, but that's about it. Oh yeah, Pens. How are Pens doing?
Pens are doing good, man.
They are. I haven't
We
checked.
need to keep Malkin off the ice. I hate to say that, but we're doing great without him. Maybe we should trade him. But um,
my Red Wings, they do good for a while, then they lose some games. So
yeah, but you guys had a dynasty. It's time for
right,
you guys to move over.
right,
Let somebody
yeah,
else win.
it's kind of true.
Yeah,
Winter backpacking in PA,
Laurel Highlands,
Laurel Highlands.
Minister Creek area too.
Hmm. I know. I'd still like to do a Laurel Highlands someday. That'd be a good little.
I want to do it in
We
the
say
winter with snowshoes. I think that'd be awesome.
that'd be a challenge.
I have snowshoes. I never use them. We never have enough snow here.
Uh, yeah, I have some. Oh, we got Devin here.
All right,
You
will do,
name the
man. I
dates
know
and it
you've told me that so many times. I gotta find some time and get on.
happens.
See, I'm afraid to fly, and I need to fly to get over to Utah. So,
You may find this hard to believe, but I still have never in my life flown. I
are
have
you
never
serious?
never been in a plane.
Good for you, man.
It's always been on just driving.
You just drive.
No,
I wish we would have drove or flew for the Superior Hiking Trail because that was a long ride.
yeah. Right now we do the AT. We'll definitely fly down to Georgia.
Yeah,
We almost went to Georgia this year. We ended up at Cumberland Gap, and I loved it.
Cumberland
We
Gap.
did,
Yeah.
we didn't see a single soul. Nobody backpacking or hiking. We're all
Wow.
alone out there. It was really nice. Of course,
It's
there's a middle.
beautiful too.
It is. Summer playing. We'll do short section hike, North Country Trail in PA. Cook
Tracy
Forest.
Ridge is a nice area.
Yeah, I've never heard of those. Of course, I'm not from that area, so.
Yeah. I've never been to Cook Forest either.
Hmm.
It's apparently pretty good.
So you must just North Country Trail just runs through it, or is there actually hiking areas for like loops or?
The NCT I know runs through Tracy Ridge. I'm assuming it goes through Cooks if this dude's talking about it. So
Yeah.
NCT
Yeah.
runs through everything.
It does. 4,800 miles. I know.
Yeah, it's huge.
A guest I had on a couple of weeks ago.
I was just about to ask you because I haven't watched it yet, but he hiked the whole thing, right?
In 8 months, yes.
Jeez, 8 months.
Him and his girlfriend, both of them did it.
How long is it?
4,800 miles. He said he did.
Holy cow!
He hiked the AT like 4 years ago, I think, or something like that. He hiked the PCT already. He's hiked the Florida Trail. A number of them, anyway. He's been all over.
It's some high mileage days.
Right. I think he said he averages 30 some miles a day.
Phew. No thanks.
I would never survive.
No thanks. Not anymore, at least.
I have Devin on here. He's never hiked out east. That's right. I've never.
Yeah, man, you need to come do a section hike of the AT, dude.
Did Devin have a hammock at one time?
I don't know.
I think he did. If I remember correctly, he at least tried one. We'll have to see if he throws a comment in about that. But I thought he actually did some hammock camping.
It's funny how I found Devin. I found him looking up a Sawyer micro mini. No, what's the mini's the longer one. The micro's the smaller one, right?
The mini was a small one. The
micro's the new one.
The one that was garbage. I bought that thing brand new. I tested it on one overnight trip. Horrible mistake. That's in Masti River Trail, and it worked fine. So I used it for Superior Hiking Trail. By the fourth day, I couldn't get
the micro.
The micro, the newer version one.
Yeah.
The guys.
That's trash.
I had to borrow people's Sawyers to filter water.
You were that guy.
I even had a few streams. I wasn't going to waste my time. I just drank out of it.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that, but
you'll be fine for at least 3 days.
Yeah, Devin does have a hammock.
Wow.
I remember.
A nice hammock.
I do watch videos, so I don't comment a whole lot.
I don't either.
I usually do for your videos and Syntax and Shug, the older school guys, and but it's just too hard to comment all the time.
Yeah, sometimes I'm watching it on my TV in the living room, like while I'm eating breakfast, so I don't want to
Right,
like
that's another
pull
thing
up
too.
the phone,
Mm-hmm.
find the video. Yeah.
Oh, Carlson, he may not have a camp, but he has a sweet hot tent set up. Yes, he does. Devin, he's got that hot tent. You ever see that or?
Yeah, I saw him, Shill Brothers do it too, and yeah,
And
that seems like a lot of work, but it sounds so good though.
here's one of my favorite subscribers right here, Hike with Mike. He's
Hike with
he's
Mike.
he subbed my channel, I think around number 20 or something like that, years ago. And Mike, I wore this shirt for you today. Look at Florida. I knew he would come on, so I had to wear a Florida shirt. And he loves the swamps in Florida. He he hikes up to knee deep in water down there, and gators, snakes. He loves them all. So if you ever have a question about the Florida Trail, there's the guy you want to ask.
Yeah, how about the alligators? I can't get past the alligators.
Oh, hiking guy says I don't watch hiking videos. He's a comedian. I've known him for a long time. Frozen, how's your family? Planning any family trips?
So we finally I got to film a video out there at some point. I was trying to get it out this weekend, but it ain't gonna happen. We got a little campsite behind our yard. It's not much. It's not what I had before at my other house. We moved about a year, a little over a year and a half ago. But we're getting the kids comfortable with camping, and then I plan on taking my stepson Tucker out to do what the heck was the trail I did in West Virginia recently? It was my most recent West Virginia trip. It's like literally the perfect overnight for him, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of miles, maybe 6 miles the first day, 7 miles out. I think it'd be perfect for him.
Yeah.
He's a fast dude, so we're just getting them comfortable. Scarlett's been out there too, my stepdaughter. They both love the hammock, so they gotta, they pick and choose which one's going out there with me because I don't have too many hammocks anymore. But yeah,
Right. I still have my Dutch's half-foot hammock. I still have that one.
I got my
Don't
Dutch 10-footer that he doesn't even make anymore. I use it just to hang up in the basement down here, just lounging.
I love my dream hammock, and I accidentally grabbed the wrong hammock down to Smoky Mountains for our last trip. I get down there and like wrong hammock. Didn't matter,
Yeah.
But if you saw my Cumberland Gap video, my wife forgot her underquilt in her vehicle at the trailhead.
Uh,
But
Sad news coming out of Dream Hammock. I was really sad to hear about her
I know.
passing, but I reached out to Randy just to see if there's
Hmm.
anything. You just feel so helpless. I
I
just
know.
talked to her a couple weeks before ordering my hammock too, and then I got that news. It's so terrible.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yes, that's that. What is it?
Classic trail.
140, 130 miles
Oh,
ish.
Neander.
I'm looking into it. It sounds pretty epic. Yeah. If that's the 130-ish mile trail, right?
Hmm. Yeah, we'll have to see if we get a comment back. That hiking guy. If you've, I don't know if you ever watched him.
Yeah.
I have an awesome hot tent. A hot tent. It's a one-man tent. August in Florida. Great hot tent. I was gonna say a hot tent. Yeah, I bet it does get hot in there. We gotta get Mike up to Michigan, especially this time of the year. Okay. Oh, Mike, you're funny. Oh, don't you just love these comments?
Yeah.
Just
I should
okay,
probably
first
hop on a
comment.
live stream at some point. It's been a while.
Right. I took my 12-year-old to Minister Creek for the first overnight backpacking trip. It went well.
Hopefully it
You,
wasn't too crowded, Chris. That place can
that's
get really overrun.
that's not far from you, right?
It's like 2.5 hours ish.
Have you been to Seneca Creek yet?
It sounds familiar. Probably not doing a full trip there though.
I don't remember any videos from there from you. It was a nice area. You want to go during the week though,
Yeah. Just like any other trail these days.
right? I
Since
can't
the
believe.
pandemic, man, everybody's like, "Hey, I can go outside." Holy crap!
I know I couldn't.
Yeah,
Oh, we just haven't blasted these
Wow.
comments. Uh,
Bring him up. Bring the hiking guy on.
yeah. Yeah, he's been doing some live streams lately, just starting some.
That's cool.
Adirondacks. Yeah, I've never been there. I may have drove through there. We went on a. My parents asked me what I wanted for my graduation present. You know, when I graduated high school. So
Yeah.
1990, and I said I'd like to go to Maine. And I was teasing. He said, "Okay." Well, so we drove out to Maine, and so that's the
I
only
love
time
Maine.
I've ever been out there. We went through the White Mountains, you know, through New Hampshire, and
Yeah.
loved that area.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
think
awesome.
I think my favorite state was Vermont. I really liked
Ugh,
that state.
I hated Vermont.
Right, for hiking,
Vermont,
it wasn't.
Vermont and Pennsylvania, I hate them both.
We drove through this really cool town, though. It's like an old setting, and I thought it was so neat. I just never. And they had some of the old covered bridges, and
You remember what town?
no, that was too many years ago.
Okay.
But it was really neat.
Yeah, it was what 30 years ago for you, huh?
Right?
And yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
138 miles.
Yeah, this is one of those trails that's been recommended to me a lot. So it's like I have this big giant folder on my desktop full of stuff that people recommend, and I have all the resources and stuff just to okay, let's pick a random folder. That's where I'm going. You know what I mean? And it's all the resources are there, so I can plan quickly.
And you've been known as a hammock guy, like myself, for quite a few
Yeah,
years. And now you've been going to switching to a tent because
I've
of,
been
you know,
trying to do little of both. You know
right.
what I
Well,
mean?
well, for a PCT, it's a lot easier to use a tent because I don't
Yeah,
think you could.
yeah.
Might be hard to hang sometimes in a desert or wherever, you know,
Right off of the
or high elevation.
cactuses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cactuses.
cacti. Yeah.
So, so how do you like the tent experience so far?
I like it. I like the simplicity of the tent for sure. I obviously sleep better in my hammock. There's no way
Right.
around that. But the Nemo tensor pad, it's this. Well, I don't know if you can see it. It's the one way back there, the yellow one. Um, it's really good. It has allowed me to go to ground without being sore in the morning. I was used to the thickness of the Thermarest pads, like the X Therm and the X Lite, and those just don't work for me. I'm getting up there in age. I'm 38, and I just wake up sore on those pads. It's just not fun. But yeah,
Right.
the setup's working out really well. I actually look forward to going to bed in the tent, and packing up is just a lot easier than the hammock.
Right.
So it's
And
going well.
what's the weight of the tent?
14 without the trekking pole and the stakes. It's like 14 something ounces, 14.4. The
Right.
Z-Pax Plexamid. It's a good tent.
Right. A little lighter than a tent I just purchased.
5 pounds, right?
Five
Yeah.
my 5 pound marmot.
I remember my
That,
quarter dome. That was around 5 or 6 pounds, maybe 4 or 5 pounds.
like I said, this is just our test tent.
Yeah,
It's we're gonna see how that goes. Well, actually, we probably have no choice if we do go out west.
yeah. Well, apparently you can hike the PCT in a hammock. It's just I feel like you're limiting yourself with campsites, and I don't want to do that when I go on my through hike. I want
Right.
to go wherever I want. You know.
Right. Now, when you started hiking AT, I was just thinking of this. You were 100% on your own, right? You
Yeah,
started
yeah. I
as
started on
solo.
my own.
And
Yeah.
who was the first member of that family that you met?
The
Uh,
first member that kind of finished with me was Togs. I met
okay.
Togs first.
And where'd you meet
We
her about?
we met in Hot Springs.
Oh, okay.
I forget what mileage that was. No, not Hot Springs. Was it Hot Springs? We met at the Knock. That was before Hot Springs.
Okay.
Um, Before the Smokies. About 2 days before the Smokies.
Yes.
She had come in because everybody was getting off the trail because it was like 8 degrees, and no one had gear for that. No one wanted to sleep in that.
No.
We woke up went from rain to frozen nights, frozen mornings. I mean, and then 8 degrees the following day, and it was just like, okay, let's make a mad rush for the Knock.
Right. If I remember correct, Togs got off the trail for a little while, right? Towards the end, near the end, around
Yeah,
White's.
with Lucky, they got some kind of water illness, Giardia, whatever
Mm,
it may have been, norovirus. We're not even sure, but Lucky had lost a lot of weight, like 20
mm,
something pounds, 15 pounds, somewhere around there, and they were
yeah.
they were obviously a thing at that
Right.
point. But yeah,
I'm way behind the comments now.
I met RD too around the same time I met Togs. He was the day
Okay.
after.
Willie Outdoors. What's up, guys? Welcome to the show, Willie. Been on my channel for a
What's
while.
up, Willie?
And Hiking Sean.
Like with
Welcome.
Mike's making fun of me.
Is he? Yeah, he's a good guy.
There.
Oh, we got Devin here again.
Oh, thanks, Devin.
Your review of the tent was well done.
You know what's really
Yes.
funny? I'm a terrible person at talking to the camera. I actually bought one of these guys. Have you ever seen one of these? You know what this is?
Not really.
Let me take it off and I'll show you. Let me see. Hopefully I can't get it off. This is a teleprompter.
Oh.
So you put the lens through there, right? This is like $30 on Amazon. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a try because I can write. I feel like I'm a good writer, but
Right.
there's certain things I miss in all these reviews. I didn't want to make it like scripted or canned, but I
Right.
wanted to get like for reviews, I'm going to be using this, I think, and it works really well. You just put your phone on the bottom, and it kind of broadcasts the text up here. But yeah, thanks, Devin. I appreciate that. It was a little bit scripted though. We're just testing the waters.
I've always really liked your reviews. I mean, it's to me probably the best on YouTube. That's just my opinion, but
Me?
I mean, you go right through the detail,
thanks, man. I
every piece.
that.
Like I always say, that best examples when the NU25 headlamp.
The headlamp, my favorite
I mean,
headlamp.
you went right through every little detail on that, and I love that. I still have that headlamp.
It's a great little headlamp, ain't it?
I never recharged it on an SHT. 13 days and 12 nights.
Really? Wow.
I never recharged it, and I used it every night. And then plus I night hiked with it, and I ran into a bear. That was after Hazel.
I missed that.
Is
that part 2?
I don't even remember what part it. That was part 1, I think. Part 1, I didn't have a video of it though. It was night hiking. It was dark. All of a sudden, I walk up on this bear right in front of me. I mean, within, I don't know, 50 feet within, maybe 30 feet.
Yeah.
And it ran into the woods. It makes you think, though.
Hey, at least it's not a grizzly, right?
That was my 29-mile day I did. And 29 miles on a Superior hiking trail is not easy.
No, it's not. And good for you for getting that done. That's pretty rough, Bob.
Hiking guy, 38 up in
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
Yeah. Right. I wish I was 38. Oh, welcome to the show. Let's see where we at here. Yeah, he says he's so late. I know.
Okay,
I miss.
That's why the archive.
I don't know how many times I'm late for shows too. I like the backpacking. That John Kelly does there with Jeremiah.
Yeah, they're a bunch of good guys. They had me on a couple months ago. I had a lot of fun with those guys. They were great.
Right. Yeah, they're funny. I like them guys. They're always talking about their travels. and some kind of hammock, I guess they used to go bathroom with. I don't understand that. I've never seen one. Don't ask me. You have to ask them guys what the heck they're talking about. Must be like the chair hammock,
Okay.
Don't tell lies here. Don't tell lies here. Let's see. Willie's here. Frozen was the first YouTuber I started watching since 2018. Got me into hammock camping. Thank you, he goes. So there you have a...
I'm so sorry if you fell out of your hammock, Willie. Actually got quite a few comments on here tonight. It's pretty good. Yeah.
And did you have any questions for me? Since I'm sitting here asking you all this stuff.
What's your next big hike, Bob?
My next big hike, we don't even know, but except for 2028 is our target year for the Appalachian Trail. My wife wants to do PCT, so never know.
What are you leaning toward? You leaning toward the PCT?
I think I would rather do the AT because it's more historical. It's the one everybody knows about. And I think
it would mess your knees up, dude.
Yeah, if I never walk again. As far as 2022, I don't know. We actually almost went to Isle Royal, finally
Yeah,
last year. Then we changed our mind and went to Cumberland, down to Cumberland Gap area.
right.
Because the reason why is a lot of those. It's hard to get. There's so many people out now. It's actually hard to get the tickets and that, especially us last minute planning all the time. You're
Hmm.
3 weeks away from a trip, and you need to plan at least a couple months
Yeah,
because
you need to
everything.
make your way up to Maine, dude.
Oh, I know. I'd like to go back that up
Yeah,
there. Never hiked it.
so beautiful. Bald Pate, my gosh.
Just drove
I
out to
think
Portland, Maine.
I think that was my favorite view on the AT was Bald Pate Mountain.
Hmm. Oh, here we go. Bob, I want to know the story behind all your land. Always jealous of photos you share. Oh. Right, he sees on Facebook I have a lot of photos in my backyard, and then we got snowstorms and all this stuff. Yeah, I bought 2.25 acres.
Oh wow,
That's not much, 2.25 acres,
that's
but
still
it's
way more than I got.
surrounded by about 200 acres of township land, and a
Yeah.
township owns a lake that's right next to me.
Oh
And
cool.
lake's only 300 feet from my house.
Oh,
So
they're fishing there.
yes,
Nice.
mostly northern pike, most of
Okay.
it, but there are a mixture of panfish and stuff. But
Mhm.
yeah, and
That's cool.
we built our house. I think it was 2006, from ground up.
Nice.
And
We were trying to do that, and then COVID hit. We had to move. We had to move here.
the interesting story with our house here is this is an old baseball field, and it's only 3 feet above the water level. So I had
Oh
to have
jeez.
so I had to have dirt hauled in. 100
Yeah.
dump truck loads brought in to build up the land. Then we built our house.
Has the
There's
lake ever flooded?
well, it's actually the lake is made from a dam, so it's like a
Oh.
backwater. It's like
Oh
a
okay.
backwater. It's 120 acres in size. The lake. Oh, okay. Yeah. He's got a 10-foot alligator in his backyard. Hiker Mike, and I bet I wouldn't doubt that one bit. He did a VR for back when I used to do giveaways. Maybe it's 500 or 1,000. I don't even know what it was. He did a VR for me, and it was standing in a swamp with water, doing a video request, whatever it was about. I don't even know what the subject was, but standing in the water in a swamp. I'll never forget that one.
Brian's
Yeah.
coming at my throat.
uh, here we go,
How'd you
Brian.
escape from the retirement home?
Boy, we got some good.
I like these guys.
Yeah, a little different than your channel.
Yeah,
I got a lot of clowns on here. I like all these
I
people.
love it.
Oh, Hiker Mike, the hiking
I
guy.
need them
So many fun.
social. I ain't gonna get nothing. No social security checks. There ain't gonna be nothing left.
uh,
I'm just gonna pay it all my life and not see any return on it.
uh, and any more last
Do
minute
you,
questions? Oh, go
Bob?
ahead.
You think you'll do? You think you'll finish up the SHT sections that you haven't done, or have you no
Um,
interest in it?
which sections you mean to go all the
Like,
way
like through
to?
Duluth in the
I
private
don't. I
lands.
don't. I don't really care about
Not
that
really
part.
interested.
Maybe I think the next time I do it, I'll go to Martin Road. I think that's the traditional through hike, and you get the actual through hike is 310 miles. The traditional is what, 260 or something,
Roughly, it's
right?
we tried to do that on our hike, but I got 2 weeks of work off through a sabbatical, so we did what
Right,
we could without killing ourselves, so we could actually like go into town and enjoy. You know what I mean? I'm sure. Did
right.
you get to Juicy Lucy and Grand Marais?
No, I was
Dude, are
too.
you serious? Well, you
I
probably have those, huh?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay,
not, not. I too much on a schedule.
okay.
I was already behind because of my wrong turn hike there.
Yeah, yeah, that's 2 miles, four
It,
miles.
it was a 5.2 miles total. I lost.
Oh my gosh.
I did go into Grand Marais. I ate at Hardee's of all places, but because it's right next to
Oh,
the
you didn't
post,
go to my sister's place?
it's right next to the post office, and I had to hurry
Oh,
up
okay. Yeah, I know where you're at. Yeah.
and it was raining, so I mean,
That's the worst. Yeah. Did
a
you at
free
least go to the bakery in
Schroeder.
Schroeder? Yeah.
Yes, I had
Okay.
a little personal pan pizza. It was awesome, and I took my wife there. We went there a couple of years ago, and she
Did
loved
you
it.
get the cinnamon roll that's this big?
We grabbed that for our way home.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah. That was awesome.
that was a great little place. A little tiny. I
Yeah,
think
just a hole in the wall right next to the post office. Plus, you can charge
right.
your phone behind the vending machine.
Plus, I found a garbage can next to there. Oh, that was
Isn't
nice.
that great when you're a
Oh,
hiker, when you're a section hiker?
it's amazing. You need to get rid of that garbage.
Yeah.
And I had some people handing out trail magic a couple times, believe it or not, for through hikers. There's some people handing out water, and I didn't
Really?
really need. Yeah,
Huh.
there's and Gatorade stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah, we didn't have any of that.
Southern Illinois. Heard that from a few people. Southern Illinois does have a nice area for hiking. I guess I don't know much about it.
Me
I
either.
know Southern Indiana has nice spots. Kind of looks like Red River Gorge from I've seen
Oh wow.
videos. Yeah,
I gotta get
it's
back
not
there too.
it's not as big as the Red River Gorge. Last time I went to the gorge, it was so busy there though. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe
it's
how many
definitely
people.
gotten popular
Right,
for sure. It's all Syntax's fault. No.
right. Yeah, that's how I never even heard of the area until he came
Mm,
up with that video.
mm-hmm.
And I think you're still using a dream. Did you buy a new dream hammock or not?
I
I thought
did.
you
Well,
did.
so to be clear, I didn't buy it. Randy and Deanna had reached out, Deanna specifically, and
Yeah,
asked if I wanted to. Because so I was talking to her. I was like, "Hey, what's up with this monolite fabric? Because I'm like gonna buy
right.
this." And they're like, "Well, you know, you've given us a lot of business. Here's a code." And I just like, "All right, well, if you're gonna give me a code, I'm just gonna get it right now." So I paid for the shipping and everything. But man,
Mm-hmm.
it is so comfy. I went back to Dream Hammock just because they were perfect on the AT. I had no problems with that.
Right,
That's I mean, I think about how many nights that is on that hammock. That's a lot.
right.
It's over 100 nights.
I remember I had the dream hammock. Actually, I think it was before you. You still had the warp on it, right?
Yeah. I still have that
Yeah.
war bonnet.
I
It's
was like,
got
oh, I love
pinholes in it now. I can't really use it, but the kids use it
it.
now.
Right. Actually, I think I got the idea for a dream hammock from well, Syntax had a video years ago, but Tim Watson bought one. He's always telling
Tim's
me,
the
oh,
culprit for me getting one because I laid in
right,
his. I'm like, Tim, I hate you because I like this. This sucks. I laid in
right,
his 11 footer
yeah.
and I bought one the week after, I think.
And at the meetup, I remember you laid mine.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had it. I can't remember what that one was. I don't have it anymore. I sold that one.
Mm.
I didn't like something about it. I don't remember what it was. I think it
Was
had
it
a
the 10.5 footer?
yes.
Okay.
It was a special order one, and something with the zipper on it.
Huh.
I think you could remove the entire bug net or something, and I don't know. I just never cared for that one.
Hmm.
So then I went with 11-foot Darien, and I just love it.
Yeah, it's 6 foot. Yeah, you almost got to get the 11.
Right. Oh, hike Mike, yes. Oh yeah, trail angels. When you get up in age, you definitely need some trail angels out there.
Yeah.
And on AT, you had I can't believe how many trail angels and viewers that handed stuff out to you, and Grumpy's still out. I see he had a video not long ago.
Yeah.
He's still
He's still kicking. I
yeah,
just chatted. I just texted him the other day. He's not doing well, but he's
no,
still kicking. Yeah.
right.
It's a
He's
shame. It's
such a nice guy.
bad stuff happens to good people.
Yes.
But yeah, I wanted to meet people on the trail, and I'm always that introverted dude that is afraid to say hi to people. But I met a lot of
Mm-hmm.
awesome people on the trail, and I appreciate every single one of them. That it didn't even matter if they were like, if people left cherry cokes and stuff. That was really
Yeah.
appreciated. But like, I didn't need any of that. People were leaving like deliriums. It's like an $8 beer on the trail. I'm like, guys, like, you just come up and say hi. I'm cool. Like
Right.
that's totally cool with me. But yeah.
Yeah. Was there a lot of trail magic though? Just regular trail magic. on the
Um,
AT?
So we ended up getting fresh ground, and that was trail magic enough. I got some like hot chocolate and coffee during the colder sections of
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, which was really helpful, especially
Right.
on one really cold morning. I wasn't feeling it. I was so cold, my hands were frozen.
Oh,
I couldn't put my gloves on because I wanted to save them for the night. You know what I mean? Because it was raining, and there's this
right.
random dude in the truck. Here, hey man, you want some hot chocolate? I'm like, yes, yes, that
Oh,
sounds amazing.
yeah, I'll never forget back when I was in the fire department. I was on fire rescue for a local one for 8.5 years here, and I was directing traffic in January, I think it was, for a fatal accident. And I was
Hmm.
out there because they got to reconstruct. I was out there for 4 hours, and I think it was like 5 degrees out. And I was just shaking, cold. Some
Yeah.
guy, some guy came up to me with a bunch of coffee, and I don't drink coffee, but that tasted good.
Right?
I
Yeah.
was so froze directing traffic.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Oh,
That's
that's
crazy,
something,
dude.
right? So, what are some of the channels you've been watching lately? Mostly through hikers you like, or
I've been watching tech channels recently, which is
tech
weird, like
channels?
Linus Tech Tips and
Uh huh.
Gamers Nexus or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Um, I've just been taking a break from watching hiking because it's like
It,
I just needed a break. I'm not saying I'm like
right,
stopping the channel at all. I'm just
right.
we got some big renovation projects coming up that I've been kind of focusing my mind on, expanding a bedroom here and there. But I keep up with
Right.
all the old guys. I keep up
Mm-hmm.
with as many people as I possibly can in my subscription list. I just haven't like gone out and searched new people. And I'm sure there's
Right.
so many great new YouTubers out there doing
There
this.
are,
And
right. I kind of stick with my
yeah,
old
like I'm
school
set in my
guys.
ways kind of thing, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like Bob, usually by this time I have my 3 hikers picked out that I'm gonna follow for the
For the
AT through hike.
yeah.
And I haven't even done that yet. So I'm hoping to get that done on my
I
4-day weekend.
I had only one guy I started watching last spring, the Black Camper. Do you remember him?
The Black
Oh,
Camper, no.
yes,
Black
doing
Elation,
AT.
I remember.
He he hiked maybe a couple 100 miles or so, and then he got off the trail. But he is so funny. He made me laugh so hard. It's this one guy, and he's supposed to try it again now, I believe, this year.
Hmm.
But oh my god, he could carry a face shield for COVID. Hang on off his pack and be flopping around on his pack. The guy's hilarious.
I'll have to check them out.
He's like, oh, excuse my language. You hear that a lot. Oh gosh, made me laugh so hard. Blamed international double rainbow LA purchase.
That's a good tent.
Okay, I'm not familiar with it. That's why I'm kind of like, what are you talking
Tarp
about?
tent.
Tarp tent. Okay. Have you ever tried backpacking with a tarp? Remember, like Evan did. Evan's backpacking. He did the AT with tarp.
It's funny you bring that up. I was just thinking about that like 2 days ago. Like I should try it. In the winter would be a great time because there's no bugs, obviously.
Right.
But
Right. In
yeah.
the summer, you might have all these spiders and all that stuff crawling around on you.
Yeah, I don't want spiders crawling on me. I have
No.
no interest in that. But
No.
winter, yeah,
Right.
sure. Why
Winter, you
not?
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I found a pad that I can actually sleep on.
Right. Yeah. Can you imagine tarp down in Florida where Mike is?
Yeah. No. Not at all.
Looking for him. Yeah, he says it's a great
He's
tent.
making a
Absolutely
second
love
floor for his one-man tent.
it. uh,
Uh,
these live streams are fun. We can just
yeah, they
open
are.
up and then open up and
Just
have fun.
BS. Yeah, that's what I like.
I don't even remember all the questions I was going to ask you. We laughed through. It's too much.
Yeah, whatever.
uh, oh yeah, I was going to talk about another subject: trekking poles. You've been using trekking poles forever, as far as I can
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
And
minus my
how?
first year, but yeah, other than that, I've been using them since I've been hiking.
Now you've watched my videos in the past. How many times have I used trekking poles?
You don't use them a lot, do you?
I, I haven't used them since like
Yeah, I don't remember you ever using them.
2015 or 14 or
Yeah.
yeah. Once I started making videos, I didn't like carrying it around all the time, the poles and camera and all
What
that. So
about one?
I thought about it, but
I
probably
so I tend to hold the left one out behind me, and
Okay.
I use the one all the
Right.
time because I'm always like because I'm usually holding the camera with this hand. But I
Yeah.
was thinking about it. I just can't bring myself to do it because every once in a while you get those weird creek crossings that you're like,
Right.
man, I'm glad I had the second pole. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
No, I haven't used trekking poles in so many years. So I'm used to not having them.
Yeah.
You know, when Evan did his AT hike there, he always used trekking poles. He actually sent me a message and asked me about the trekking poles, about leaving them behind. He left them behind, and he hiked with sandals too, if I remember correct.
Yeah, he's crazy. I loved watching his through. I watched him, Liz Kidder, and Ivy Tat the same year. Um, but yeah,
Oh, these guys are funny. But uh, any last questions for Frozen? I think we've been on for at least an hour now.
yeah, it's actually been an hour, a little over an hour. Holy cow, that went fast.
Oh, I know.
That's just fun BSing.
I know. I see.
Michael
Yeah, I was just
Peterson.
looking at that. He made a camera holder that mounts on his trekking poles. Serves like a selfie stick.
Is it like the stick pick? You remember the stick pick, Bob?
Yeah, I remember those. I never had one, of course, but
I think I don't. Who knows where it would be in that drawer?
I still use those cheaper video cameras. Of course, phones are getting to the point where they're actually almost better.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you render them at the proper megabits.
Right. Those video cameras, I think I got was it a 440 Sony one there? The action cam, or what do you call those things? A little camcorder almost. I have
Oh yeah,
about, I think I went through like 5 of them things already because I drop them and break them and
as soon as you drop one, man, they go all over the place too because they're just plastic crap. You know what I mean?
yeah, what was that cloud splitter
In
in
Red
Red
River.
River Gorge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got almost to the top there where you're going up that rope, and my stupid camera fell, and there was all pieces down on the ground. I always have the backup one, so.
Yeah. Do you
It
do
sh-
do you film on your phone if you don't feel like bringing the big camera out?
I don't. The video footage doesn't come out that good.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. You just,
Did you see the
I,
new Insta 360 or whatever it's called?
I
The
know
not the
they're.
Insta 360. What's it called? The DJI Action 2, I think it's called.
I seen their cameras are way better now. I mean, this one here is Samsung, probably 3 years old. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's outdated, but it works good.
Yeah.
On SHT, I could get a signal at every single campsite where I could text my wife. And
What provider do you have?
this what I just get those phone cards.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not, that's all
Oh,
I ever
wow.
used
Huh.
for backpacking.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because
They must
I've
use
lost.
Verizon.
Yeah, I've lost phones already.
Never done that.
Yeah, Porcupine Mountains river crossing. I forgot I had it in my pocket. And that was the end of the phone.
We've all done that. Yeah. Get in the pool.
I just learned that on my
Uh,
hiking trips, I take cheaper stuff.
yeah. I upgraded my camera this year to a Sony ZV-10. That's what we're using right now.
Right.
But man, you have to run it through image stabilization through Sony Catalyst or Sony Prepare, and
Hmm.
it is not where it needs to be. Like it is such a big pain in the butt. But the footage looks decent. I want to get back out to, actually try it again. But I don't know. In here I like it. Whether this is my stay
Right.
at home camera, but that
Hmm.
DJI Action 2, it's on my bucket list of things to try.
When's the next hiking video coming out?
I want to do a camping video, just strictly camping, because
Hmm.
I haven't done a lot of those. Maybe one or two, like that stealth camping COVID. I think I called it the COVID stealth camp back in 2020. I got a lot of
Right. Oh
hits, and I had a
yes, I
lot of
remember that
fun
one.
filming that. So I was thinking about doing something
Yeah,
similar to that. I
I
don't have
say
anything planned right now
go
though
for it.
till the spring.
Right. I still have a video from our Cumberland Gap trip. I was gonna make like a road trip video.
Yeah,
I started to edit it, but it's still not finished. And I did
it's
that in
still raw.
July.
Yeah,
Yeah. Actually, I lost some footage. I accidentally deleted, but I should be able to find a computer because I didn't completely delete everything.
Yeah, you can recover if you
Right,
overwrote it.
recover.
Overwrote it,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Well, thanks for coming to the stream.
See you, Chris.
Hike Mike's not a big fan of phone cameras. Your phone did really good though, I thought in AT.
I thought it did terrible, and that was my
Oh yeah.
fault because I rendered it at low megabits. I didn't catch that till the
Right.
end. Yeah, it is what it is.
But
Can't change it.
that final video turned out so good though.
So I actually edited that in Premiere,
Right.
which I think that was why it turned out a little better than the actual vlogs that I did
Right.
before.
Right.
But
Well, the vlogs when you're on trail, you can't really
it's
expect
so much
perfect
work.
either.
It's so much work,
Oh.
dude. Did you edit any on this SHT? Did you try that at all, or did you wait till you got
No,
home?
I just did it at home.
Yeah.
It took me about 3 weeks to edit it.
Yeah.
I
3 weeks. Holy cow.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not steady, but it took a while.
Right.
I don't edit when I get home. I just watched this restless outdoors video. It happened to come up on my screen like one of the suggestions. It's that one where why not to be like a backpacking YouTuber or whatever. Do you remember that one? He
No.
comes home, he hands his pack, after a trip. You're in a hurry to edit
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
video.
yeah.
And
This was a
a
year or
couple of
so ago,
years
wasn't
ago,
it? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's an older video. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. No, I
I'll tell
don't
you
do
what,
that.
I liked hiking with him too. Him and
Yes,
Timmy. Timmy.
Timmy and Goat. There's
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to hike with Goat.
I just met him at the meetup.
Yeah. He was a cool dude.
Yeah. And how about Gary? I see he's out in Hawaii last I saw.
Yeah, he's on his honeymoon. He
Right.
was, at least. Yeah, he got married. He eloped during COVID because they had the whole wedding date planned.
Mm.
Um, it didn't work out. It shut him down. So we had his wedding this year. So I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and he did excellent too on that AT there.
Yeah,
And he
I think
he
I
did.
might have quit if I was in his position, man. He had snow all the way through Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, right.
That was ridiculous, dude.
Oh, he had the weather, and he filmed most of it, if not all that trip.
Yeah, he's been talking. He's like, well, I still haven't made the post trail gear video that everybody's been asking about. I was like, well, just get on it and do it, dude.
Right,
It's been years now, man. Just get it done.
right. I know I was gonna do something after the Superior Hiking Trail, and I never did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just really bad when it comes to gear videos. I just don't do them. if if I was like Dan there, Dan makes those gear videos. Becker,
Yeah.
yeah, he makes tons of those things. I just can't do that. See, we're just the opposite. He likes his gear videos, which you get more subs that way, of course, And I like my trip videos.
Yeah, and I want to keep. I don't want to get his. I mean, he blew up. Like he
Oh,
figured out something. Something in the
right.
algorithm that he triggered. And he does a great job in his niche. But I don't want to. I don't
I know
ever
what you're
want to
saying.
be there. I don't ever want to have 133,000 different skill level. You know what I mean? I like doing
Right.
this for fun. He does a really good job at his videos. You know
He
what I mean?
does.
But I don't think I could keep up with that. You know what I mean? This is like a fun thing for me. You know what I mean? I'm not doing it for money. I'm not. I just want to
Right.
go backpacking.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about
Yeah.
gear.
That's funny. I just talked to Dan not too long ago. We were on Facebook, so we talk back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just talking about. He says, "I remember when I used to look up to you because he had no subs almost, when he first
Right.
started. And
Yeah.
he's asked me questions about backpacking at Pictured Rocks, and that's where his first trip ended up being.
Mm.
And I remember when he asked me that. Maybe I had 2,500 subs at the time or 2,000, And now look at him. What's he got? Over 100,000 maybe.
Yeah. Last time I checked, I don't like. Well, I watch him occasionally.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
see him in passing. I don't like the new Dan Becker video. You know what I mean? I don't.
Right. Yeah.
Nothing
He's full.
against him. I would
No. Oh
totally
no.
hike with him. You know what I mean? We've
Right.
filmed, we've collaborated together. He's a cool dude.
Right.
Just not. It's like you're a big fan of Adventure Archives,
Right.
right?
Yes.
I'm not. You know what I mean? I like Robbie. I like Robbie's trips.
And those vlogs he does.
That's yeah. I love his side channel, but
Right.
just kind of my own. Everybody has their own interests.
Right. Yeah, I just had Brian on there, and we're supposed to meet up this year, 2022.
We'll tell them I said hi.
Yeah, okay.
I check in on them for their trip videos. I don't care about
Right.
any of the other stuff they put out, to be honest with you. But their
Yeah,
trips are fun to watch.
right. We've talked about all kinds of different areas.
Yeah.
Every year we talk about it, but scheduling's not easy on both
No,
of our
it's
ends.
not. Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
For sure.
Let's see here.
Jitterbug. My
Doesn't
grandparents
he have
just
a
got a
camera?
jitterbug.
Huh?
I
Doesn't
didn't
he
know
have
they
a
didn't have a
camera?
camera.
Yeah, I thought they all had cameras now. Okay. I watched the AT video a lot. Joshua
Thanks,
must be
Josh.
talking about. Was that when he must have been when you were vlogging it? I would assume
I'm
that's what he was
assuming,
talking
or the
about.
doc. Yeah.
Yeah, I was on this pure hiking trail at night. I get on my phone, and I'd be going, and I don't want to use up all my data. I got whatever how much data I got, but
Yeah.
I'd watch a couple of videos a night, and I had to watch your vlogs all the time for
Oh, thanks,
AT.
man.
Because you were on AT. You suggested to me to hike to,
Yeah,
what I did.
it's such a great trail, dude.
I said I'm gonna do maybe 60 to 100 mile range. I wasn't sure exactly, and you said no, you're doing 200.
Yeah, you got to go
You
to
talked me into
Gooseberry.
that. That was awesome.
Yeah, you glad you did it then?
Oh yes,
Yeah, man.
I kind of want to keep going to Martin Road if I could have.
Right.
Like you said, though, it's not the best views and the
Nah,
mud.
that Gooseberry. Stop at Gooseberry or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Gooseberry.
Wolf Rock is
Am
where I
I am
ended.
I confusing The Witcher that I'm watching? Is it Gooseberry Falls?
Gooseberry Falls.
Okay. Have you been
I'm not.
watching that at all, Bob? Are you into The Witcher?
No,
I'm
no, I
obsessed.
haven't.
I am totally obsessed. Games, books, TV series.
I just watched the Adventures of Oak Island, or whatever you call it.
Oh,
The
with the
Oak
Ark of the
Island.
Covenant.
Yeah, they're trying to find
Yeah,
that treasure. I mean, it's kind of the same
my
thing every
buddy's
week.
into it.
But
Yeah.
you know why I'm so into it? I lived only a few miles from them guys.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
I met Marty, the one. I met him years ago before they were even on that show.
Oh, cool.
Here we go. Here, what would you say the easiest filming setup would be for recording and editing?
Just your phone.
Just the phone. Eh?
Kind Master for the editor. You can use it free too if you want.
There we go. Still got a few
I mean,
questions.
phones these days, you get a newer iPhone, like you could almost can't tell from a lower end mirrorless camera at this point now. You know what I mean? They've come a long way the past couple years.
Yeah, a lot. Well, Tim, remember his phones he used? He made good
He
videos.
had an 11, iPhone 11 or
I think
12
so.
maybe.
Yeah, I thought they were good quality.
Yeah.
They didn't have the zoom. I didn't care for how the zoom was for
Nah, the
so
digital
much.
zoom sucks. Yeah, you got to go with an optical. You just don't
Right.
zoom, or zoom
Yeah.
in the editor that you're using, and you
Right.
get a better result.
Right.
What happened to Tim? He just not feeling
I
YouTube.
don't. I'll have to send him a message. We still talk back and forth a little bit,
Yeah.
because he likes the Buffalo Bills. So we gotta. He missed football.
Yeah, I'm not a big football fan. I know the Steelers are sucking this year, but
Kurt Martin loves both of our channels. Thanks, Kurt.
thanks, Kurt.
See, guys, as far as section like yeah.
My legs, and my PTO.
Did you meet up with many section hikers, or?
Yeah, a lot
There's
of
a
good
lot, eh?
ones. Yeah.
I know the first time we went to Smokies in 2015, we hiked with a section hiker for a ways through it. We actually hiked maybe up around Charlie's Bunyan in that area.
Oh man, that's a
And
busy place. Yeah, that's
it
a
is,
hard place too.
right? And that guy was doing a couple 100 miles or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But, oh, just got home. Call Quest. I'm probably murdering the name, but
I'm glad you murdered it before I could say it. So. What's up, man?
They do some streaming also. They do backpacking couples streams every Thursday night. It's kind of interesting. They had Miyagi on there one time. You know Miyagi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Miyagi's a
and
good dude. Yeah.
yeah, they had him and his wife on there. I think that's just about all for questions. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we
Hour and a
forgot.
half, man, almost. Jeez.
I know.
Holy cow.
We'd be ready for bed.
Nah, I'm up. I'm gonna go play the well, I'm gonna go watch the last 2 episodes of The Witcher.
Oh,
I gotta get finish that up.
all right.
But yeah,
My dog is sitting right by my feet here.
nice. Yeah, we got a new puppy. What kind of dog you got?
This little guy,
Oh, look at him. What's his name?
Brutus.
Brutus.
He was the bully of the bunch of the puppies.
I love it. Cute.
Now he wants to say
Yeah, now he
hi.
wants back up. Wants in the spotlight.
Well, I think we'll end the broadcast right here. Show.
All right, man. Bob,
So
thanks for having me on, dude.
just hang on for a couple of minutes here.
Sure.
So I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll just scroll through these real quick here. Oh, just a couple of cool quest.
Ah.
Cool quest. Okay. See, I did murder it. Now they just went to Isle Royale, so they just did a trip there maybe a couple months ago, something like that.
Huh. I
Yeah,
gotta make
happy
my way up there.
holidays. Yeah, happy holidays to
Happy
everyone.
holidays, man. Merry
Can't
Christmas.
believe Christmas is almost here already. That's
I'm ready
crazy.
for it to be over, dude. There's stuff everywhere in my house right now. Like I said, we're going through renovations, so it's all over the
Right.
place.
Yeah, I'll probably have to start renovating this house. We've already lived here how many years?
Yeah.
Good night, Mike. Thanks for coming on. We had a lot of fun with him.
Night, Mike. Thanks for coming.
And Kurt, any tips for keeping down dry in damp conditions? That's tricky.
It is, especially if you're hitting fog. That's the worst. I'm
Yes.
assuming that's what you mean. Before you pack after you get out, eat breakfast, then pack up your stuff. Try to put it out in the sun during lunch. You know what I mean? And anytime you can get your down out in the sunlight. What I do with my quilts is I try to, even though I like a lighter blue. You know what I mean? Like a lighter blue than what's behind me. I try to get dark colors just so they absorb more warmth from the sun. And that's really the only reason, like black on the inside, gray on the inside, dark blue on the outside. It has a lot to do with your color schemes, which is weird. But
Yeah.
Anytime you can bring it out to dry it, just dry it.
Right. I've never had a problem with my quilts ever. Just my down jacket. It's something maybe I should get away from some days, having a down jacket.
I've been liking the synthetic hoodies.
Yeah,
man.
I'm thinking about going in that direction.
Yeah, Patagonia R1s or
Right.
that what's that alpaca fleece company? I don't know why I can't think of it. They're really popular.
No, I can't come up with either. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're like green and blues. And, yeah, wow, I feel dumb. Yeah, get those.
Think of that another time. We'll have to get you another show someday. Thanks, off stream tonight. Thanks, Drew. Yeah, and I think we'll end it here. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the stream. All these awesome comments. Oh, there we go.
Appalachian Gear Company. Yes,
hey,
that's
thanks.
it. Yeah, Steven got it.
All right, and thanks again, everybody. Thanks, Jason, for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.